How's it going, guys? Got another video for you. Today we're going to be going over what we should do for getting our bikes ready for winter because it's starting to get really cold. It's like 30 degrees now for me. We already had ice on the road, so I'm not going to be riding for a while. And that means my bikes are going to be in the garage for probably about 6 months. We definitely need to make sure that they're stored in a way that we can make sure that nothing happens to them during the winter, because that'd be the worst thing. I'm ready to go ride my bike and I take it out of storage, and next thing you know, I have tires that are deflated and my engine's locked up because I didn't change the oil and all of these other things. It's just a bad time. And now I have to wait extra time before I can even really ride. And nobody wants to wait more. We just want to get on our bikes and go. We're gonna go over exactly what you should do to make sure that your bike is ready for when you're ready to take it out of storage. So to make sure this goes nice and smooth, there's a couple things that you're gonna wanna get first. And it's gonna save you from making 15 trips to the bike shop or AutoZone or wherever. You wanna get filters for your bike because we are gonna be changing the oil. You don't wanna leave old oil that you've ran all season, even if it's relatively new oil. You don't want to leave that in there because it still does have particulates that can get seized in there if you're not moving the internals for an extended period of time. So change your oil, get your filter, make sure you get stocked up on oil, and that'll set you right up so you can be good to go. Another thing you're going to want to do, just go get a big thing of fuel, because you actually want to top off your tank. So a common misconception is that you want to empty out your tank and have it completely drained of fuel so that way water doesn't get into it. It's pretty controversial. I'm of the belief that you just fill your tank up, top it off, and what that'll do is prevent any air from getting in, and that air won't be able to create condensation, and that condensation becoming water. That'll prevent rust from getting in your tank and clogging up your fuel lines and making things just a general pain in the butt. So top off your fuel tank. Don't worry about going to the store or anything. Just get a jug of fuel, bring it back whenever you're done, top it off. Because remember, you are going to be running the bike, cycling it a little bit, so that way you can get the oil changed, get that fresh oil into all the components, and then top it off after that. Another thing that you would ideally do, but I kind of missed my window to do that, is you would just clean your bike. So going over and making sure that your chain, all of your metallic components, anything, your paint, any of that is clean, free of debris, and freshly lubricated. That's gonna help go a long way, because remember, it's gonna be sitting for a while. So something like your chain, which is exposed, you wanna make sure that it has a nice layer of lubricant on it, and that's gonna prevent rust. It's gonna create a protective barrier from any moisture in the air getting to it and creating any corrosion. Super important to have some layer of corrosion protectant on it. I miss my window to wash the whole bike, but I still can go and make sure those components are clean, free of debris, and go over them with some nice lubricant. So that's what we're going to be doing. I guess now it's as good a time as any to walk you through the steps, show you how I do it, what order I do it, and just end it there. So we had a little bit of an issue. My battery died. We went to go turn it on last time. I put the battery on a trickle charger, waited a couple days, let it get back up to the optimal voltage, so that way we can turn it on, get it back up to operating temp, so that way I can start the oil change. The first thing I want to do, so now we can actually get that started because my battery is charged. The reason it discharged, actually, and this is something that you should definitely look into doing, aside from putting your battery on a trickle charger over the winter, make sure that you disconnect other accessories. So in my case, I have my wireless charger that I have plugged in And I need to make sure that I keep that unplugged. That way it doesn't cause any parasitic draw to the battery. When I go to start it up in the spring, I'll actually still have a battery left. So now we got the bike up to temp, we're gonna put it up on the rear stand so we can start doing this oil change. I'm not going to spend too much time going back over how to change the oil, but if you guys are interested in that, make sure to check out one of my other videos. I'll link it down below, and that's where I go over a little more in depth of how to change the oil on your bike. So first things first, get our gloves, and now we can get to work. Starting to get a little messy. So while that drains, I'm gonna go get my crush washers, get ready to bolt this back up, and then we're gonna refill the oil, and we're almost done. All right. Go finger tight, and then just a little bit more. Get the new filter ready. So we just finished changing the oil on the bike, and I ran out of memory on my card. And now the only thing we have to do left is put gas in the bike, top off the tank, and plug it into the trickle charger. And then the last step, and we're done. So like we talked about earlier in the video, this is super important for you to do. If you're gonna be storing your bike for a long time, it just really helps to increase the lifespan of your motor, because nobody really wants to have to deal with replacing an entire motor or a piston or anything like that. So if you can keep it in the best condition as possible, this really goes a long way in preventing that. So as usual, if you guys have any questions, make sure to drop them down below in the comments and let me know if you guys have any tips, tricks, anything else that you want me to go over, any questions, anything like that, and I'll be more than happy to discuss that with you. Otherwise, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, because we're really trying to build this channel and make it something educational and fun for everybody. So I hope to see you guys later, and have an awesome day.